All right, my POTS recovery journey part 2. And if you haven't already watched part 1, go watch it, because part 2 is about what I did right in my recovery journey, aka how I recovered. Part 1 is also very important. It's what I did wrong. So you can kind of see, are you doing these things that kept me stuck in this cycle and kept me, not recovering, essentially. So part 2, what I did right. I would say one of the biggest things was I honestly stopped searching for a magic cure. So for a long time, I was looking at the diets and the supplements and the compression and this and this and this. And I had every reader under the sun. I had a portable EKG reader and a blood pressure and an oxygen and all the things, And I was trying so many supplements and just anything that I could do to get rid of the POTS in the situation, right? So that was kind of the first thing that I did, is I decided, I'm not going to keep chasing this, because like I said in part 1, I realized that I was stuck in a situation because my nervous system was sensitized. So I view POTS simply as a symptom and not a root cause. So yes, we can get way into this, right? The nitty gritty. There may be genetic factors and components that play a role in POTS. Like I have the hypermobility and all that kind of stuff. Whatever. It doesn't matter from a recovery standpoint, because in order for you to get chronic POTS, debilitating POTS, you have to have a perfect storm of stress, your nervous system being sensitized, an anxiety cycle, right? This cycle, something that's fueling this, right? Trying to fix it, fight it, focus on it, adapting your life to it, avoiding things, all this stuff. It has to be a perfect storm in order for POTS to fester and grow and stay. Anyway, so I quit doing that. I started living schedule-based, not symptom-based, because for a long time, I was bedbound for a long time, right? I wasn't driving, wasn't doing anything. And because I had so many avoidant patterns, and I also had such a severe panic disorder because of feeling faint and dizzy and all the other things, I really struggled getting back into life. So just to say I'm going to start doing more things, that did not happen, right? That did not happen. And I was waiting for a long time to feel better to do them, or to feel good enough. And I was like, when I feel good enough, I'll start driving again, I'll start socializing again. But ultimately, that day just never came, So I had to get myself on a schedule. I had to start living based on that schedule and not living based on how I felt. And so I wasn't white knuckling. I had to learn how to stop doing that too. I had to learn how to not drag myself through the mud, but really, really, really shift my mindset and understand what recovery looks like and exactly how to get out. So I had to start living based on this schedule. And I would fill out the schedule every Sunday for the week ahead. And so it was important because I would put what I was going to do each day, roughly just a couple of things a day. Maybe I'm going to go walk around the neighborhood once, and I'm going to go to the grocery store, and I'm going to go do whatever. Couple things, no more than 3, right? Don't have to overload yourself with some Pinterest-worthy schedule. Just keep it simple. And I would do it in advance with times. So I would say Friday night, I'm going to go on a date with my husband here at this time. And it's important because when Friday night rolled around and I felt worse than I'd ever felt, it was an opportunity to show my body that it was safe and that there were no lions, that it could handle that, right? So I started living schedule-based. I would say the next thing is just and honestly, probably the biggest thing is shifting my mindset to, instead of avoiding and trying to get rid of it, to seeking out wins, right? Seeking out discomfort, because I knew that the more that I was uncomfortable and I responded correctly, the more that I would strengthen, my ability to get out of the cycle, basically, and not only navigate this, but navigate everything in life. I learned exactly what was going on. I should have said this first, but I learned what was going on, and I learned that compounding stressors had, good, bad, whatever, personality types. For me, it was a surgery too, had tipped my body over the edge and had entered a state of fight or flight. And so when I was in this state, my body now, my autonomic nervous system was perceiving everything as a threat. So simply going from sitting to standing was a threat, aka symptoms, aka POTS criteria. So if you're following, you get what I'm saying. And I understood that. And then, mindset, right? And learning exactly how to respond to symptoms, because, okay, you can make a schedule and go out of the house and it's going to be white knuckling at best, right? So learning how to respond to symptoms. I teach an acronym called IDEAL. It's pinned to my profile, so go check it out. But I basically started implementing that, and I was using it pretty much 24/7 at first. So that's what I would say is what I did to get out of it. I'm now symptom free. living and traveling and homeschooling my kids, and honestly just so grateful to feel normal, after not feeling normal for years and years. So if this is you, comment and I'll send you resources. Go to my bio, check out my recovery course. I have an amazing recovery course that details out exactly what I did, very practical, what's going on, what's fueling this, how to respond, how to get out, how to stay out, how to navigate setbacks, everything in between. So go check that out, and just want to give you hope that, I am living proof that you will not be stuck this way forever if you follow the path out here, out of recovery correctly. And whether that's my course, my profile, my YouTube, I have so many resources for you.